Today we're going to be putting the two best pickleball machines against each other to see which one is king. To my right we have the Erne pickleball machine, and to my left we have the Titan pickleball machine. Throughout my countless hours of studying these machines and hitting with them, I have found some shocking information that will probably blow your guys' minds about these machines. So I'm super excited to share that with you now. Let's figure out who's king. And before we hop into it, if you'll take 10 seconds of your time and like this video, it helps me out a ton. And also subscribe to this channel if you enjoy pickleball a lot and you want to improve your game every single day. All right, I really appreciate it. Let's open the playbook. Okay, so that brings us to the first category, which is the cost of each machine. And before I hop into the cost, I want to let you guys know that I am affiliated with both Titan and Erne. So I just let you know that so that you know that I'm not being biased in my opinion on which one is better than the other, because there is a clear winner at the end of the video. So starting with the cost of the Erne ball machine, it's $1,899, and then the Titan ball machine is $2,299. Now you can go through my link and you can get $100 off either machine. So those are both pretty pricey machines. The Erne is $400 less than the Titan, and it's my opinion that the greater the value that a machine brings means that it should be a greater price. So we'll see if that holds true at the end of this video. So for round number one with the cost, the Erne ball machine is the clear winner. Okay, on to the next category, which is aesthetic. And obviously aesthetic is a personal preference, so I can't really judge this one because it's going to be up to you guys to decide which one you think looks better. Starting with the Erne, it comes in 4 different colors. It's actually now 3 different colors because they're discontinuing the Victory Red, but it also comes in black, white, and gray. So you can choose between those different colors, which is pretty cool. I think that the Erne, when it's set up like this, looks really cool, but then when it's taken down, I think that it looks pretty clunky. So I don't really like the looks personally when it's taken down, but when it's up, I think it looks awesome. The Titan, on the other hand, only comes in one color. It comes in this sleek black with white lettering, and then they also have that green that goes around the top, as well as when you turn it on, the actual charge that tells you how much it has. It starts green, and then as you go down in charge, it changes colors to yellow and then red. So me personally, I think that the Titan looks all around better, but for this category, it has to be a tie because that's gonna come down to your personal preference. Okay, the next topic to talk about is delivery of the machines, and though that doesn't sound very exciting, this is actually the most interesting topic probably that we'll cover today, just because of the Erne ball machine. So starting with the Erne, it takes 3 months to get delivered, so an entire 3 months. So if you ordered now, it would take until August for you to get your Erne machine, which I think is pretty wild. That's way, way, way too long. And the reason for that is because these are manufactured, designed, and updated by a different company. And I actually found this exact same machine on Alibaba for like 1,700 bucks, and everything is the exact same. You can put your own logo on it. So I'm not 100% certain that this is exactly where they're getting their machines from and manufactured from, but I could take an educated guess and probably say that yes, this is where they are coming from, and that's why they're taking so long to ship. I mean, check this out. Everything is the exact same, including the app, other than the fact that it's in a different language, which that wouldn't be very hard to change. So just note when you're getting an update from your Erne ball machine, it is coming from a different company, not Erne themselves, which is kind of interesting. The Titan, on the other hand, takes about a month to deliver, and this is greatly due to the fact that it's manufactured, designed, and updated by Titan. So I don't know, I thought it was really interesting that Erne doesn't actually make their machines, but Titan does. So for this category, Titan has to get the W just simply by the fact that they ship so much sooner. The next category to talk about is transportation and portability. Starting with the Erne ball machine, this is probably its weakest point, is the fact that you have to carry your balls separately. So you'll have to find another spot in your car, carry all of those balls inside of a hopper. Another thing is that when you're rolling it, it puts a lot of strain on your arm because you have to push downwards as you're pulling outwards, because all it wants to do is just come back up to its normal position. This is because the machine is weighted unevenly and it's a lot more heavy on the front side than it is on the back side. What is awesome about it is the fact that it has a hole that the handle can come through so that you can pull it around and pick up balls at the same time, which you don't have that luxury with the Titan ball machine. The only problem with that is that once your machine starts getting pretty full of balls, you can no longer move it around because they're just gonna fall out the top. Okay, now on to the Titan. The even distribution of weight throughout the entire machine makes it easy to pick up and also easy to roll around and maneuver around. It has a 2-tilt design to where when you tilt it onto its side, it doesn't have that constant pull back to where it wants to go back into an upright position. So it puts a lot less stress on your arm, which is really nice. Something that I wish it had that the Erne had is that top hole for the handle to come through, because it would make picking up balls a lot more convenient to where whenever you have to move the machine, you wouldn't have to shut the top lid and then open it back up again to put the balls in. So in this category, Titan wins in almost everything except for that last thing that we just covered with the handle. So if anyone tells you that the Erne is more portable than any other ball machine, they're 100% getting paid and you shouldn't listen to them. Okay, that brings us to the speed and weight category. And for this category, a quick little disclaimer, you really don't need a ball machine machine in pickleball that's shooting you balls extremely fast. I mean, the fastest that you need a ball machine to go is 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour in order to get a good training session in. And then after that, it just kind of gets ludicrous and dangerous. You just aren't going to see balls that are coming that fast. All that being said, one of these machines shoots just slightly faster than the other, but I'm not going to be weighing that in my final assessment on which one's better. So starting with the Erne's slowest speed is 10 miles per hour, and then its fastest speed is 65 miles per hour. The Titan's slowest speed is 10 miles per hour as well, but its fastest speed is 5 miles per hour more at 70 miles per hour. And when both the machines have all of their balls inside of them, the Erne comes in at 75 pounds and the Titan comes in at 56 pounds. So obviously with lighter being better, Titan wins this category. Now we move on to the capacity category, and this is something that's really important for a ball machine, is the fact that it can hold a lot of balls so that you can spend less time picking up and more time training. Starting with the Erne, it holds 150 balls. There's not really any other ball machines out there that hold that many balls in pickleball, other than the Titan when you put an extension on it. So the Titan normally holds 85 balls, but you can spend an extra 99 bucks and get the hopper extension, and it brings that capacity up to 325 balls by giving you 240 more balls that fit inside of that drum. Now it might seem like Titan's the clear winner at the fact that it can hold more balls, but that comes at a huge sacrifice of total space that the Titan takes up. So I feel like if I were to say that Titan wins this category, I would be undercutting the portability category. So therefore, this is a tie for me. The next category is oscillation, which is extremely important in a ball machine. You can have external oscillation and internal oscillation. Both of these have internal oscillation, and both of them can shoot to any predefined locations that you specify within the app. The entire point of internal oscillation is so that you don't know where the next ball is going, but you have to keep in mind that with both of these, you just set up the drill, so you know exactly where each ball is going to go anyway. So whether it's internal or external doesn't really matter, so just keep that in mind. But for this category, it's definitely a tie. The next category to talk about is the apps and drills category. So starting with the Erne ball machine, as I said before, you connect your phone to Bluetooth, and then you're able to use the app with the machine. And it has a ton of programmable drills in here. It says that it has 24, but it's really just 8 drills that are already programmed in, and then you can change the height of each. You can do a low height, a medium height, or a high height. And then you can put it in any of the following locations, which is just a ton of different locations. The only thing that's a little bit frustrating is that you're going to be wasting a few balls every single time because it's not 100% accurate. So every single time that you go out onto the court, you're going to have to make small edits to the actual drill that is presented because it's going to be shooting balls maybe that are going past the baseline and maybe a little bit out. But the general direction will be about accurate. And keep in mind that no one ball machine is going to be 100% accurate all the time. Or at least there's not any that are 100% accurate right now. The biggest downside to the Erne app is the fact that you can't change the pace of the first feed of each rally. So for instance, if you just barely programmed a drill where you run up to the net and you hit your last shot at the net, but your first shot is back at the baseline, you won't have any time to get back to the baseline, especially if your feed is coming out quick, like how it would for an accurate point. And then the entire drill is no longer depicting what would happen in an actual point since you didn't just return that initial shot. Instead, you're hitting it at mid-court out of the air. And starting with the thing that I like least about the Titan app is the fact that it will show you where the ball is going to go as you program the drill, but that's not accurate really at all. So I and a ton of different high-level players have programmed drills and they've uploaded it to the Titan website, and all of those drills are accurate. But if you look at where it says that those shots are going to go on a lot of those drills, says that they're going out, says that they're going to hit the fence. So if you're ever creating a drill, you just kind of have to guess, just like with the Erne. And also, like I said before, hundreds of high-level players have already uploaded their drills to the Titan website. I'll be sure to link it below so that you guys can access all of those drills that have already been created, and then you can just simply upload them into your app and not really have to worry about creating your own drills. Now, what I will say about both of these apps is the fact that they're just not that user-friendly. They're going to take you some time to learn how to do them. There's not one that's like, oh, that one's so much easier than the other one. They're both pretty difficult to understand at first, but after a couple of YouTube videos, you'll be able to operate each app pretty smoothly. So for this category, Titan's the winner. The next category to talk about is consistency, and specifically we're talking about if the ball continues to go to the same exact spot after it shoots each time. Not necessarily if the app, when you program it in, because neither of these machines are going to be 100% consistent with what they say they're going to do, but how consistent is it after you've got it to the location that you want it to be in. Starting with the Erne, every third ball or so is going to go in generally the same exact location. Other than that, it's gonna be a little bit random. So it's not gonna be super far, but it's gonna be within about 6 inches to a foot in between each shot of where it says that it's going. The Titan, on the other hand, is pretty similar, but instead of it varying by about 2 feet, it's really only varying by about 2 inches to 6 inches. So it's a lot more accurate and consistent in my opinion. So for this category, Titan's the winner. The next category to cover is the battery and charging of each machine. So starting with the Erne, this machine doesn't have a detachable battery, so you're gonna have to take it wherever it charges. The Titan, on the other hand, has a battery that detaches, and it's one of those that would connect into any of your power tools. So you can actually just leave your Titan ball machine wherever it's at. You can detach this very simply and then plug it into the wall or wherever that charger might be. And then you unplug it from the charger and put it back into your machine. Another thing that you can do is purchase another battery, and that way as soon as you run out of a charge, you can just simply plug the next battery in and take the other one out. Although I don't really recommend purchasing another battery just simply because you don't need to with either of these machines. You can drill with both of these machines for countless hours and they just really won't run out of battery while you're on the court. In fact, even if you go a couple of days, you'll still have over half of a charge on your battery. It's interesting because on the websites it says 4 to 6 hours for the Erne and 2 to 4 hours for the Titan, but it really is like a couple of days that you'll have a charge on both of them, so both of their batteries are absolutely fantastic. All that being said, because of the convenience of the Titan ball machine, at the fact that you can take out the battery and plug it in elsewhere, the Titan's the winner of this category as well. Okay, we're now on to the last category and then my final recommendation, and that category is warranty on each machine. Starting with the Erne has a 3-year warranty where they'll replace anything in your machine within 3 years of it breaking. And then Titan has a 2-year warranty where they will do the exact same thing. So with that being said, the clear winner of this category is the Erne ball machine because you get that extra year of warranty. Well, that brings us to my final recommendations. And as you can tell, the more that you pay for a ball machine, the more value that you're gonna get. Now, I know that a lot of you watching will have a ton of other questions that maybe I didn't cover throughout this video. So please leave them down below. I will definitely get back to you with an answer. And that's because I always respond to every single person that makes a comment. And as always, subscribe and leave me a like below if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.